Teak by Todd. Super yachts, boats, some homes. Stationed out of Clearwater, Florida. We will travel Florida to come do a teak job. Specializing in teak restoration, teak refinishing, teak recaulking, teak sanding. This is, I think, the 4th video on showing you how Teak by Todd takes care of business. This whole deck was, all the caulking was pulled out. All the caulking was sanded down to bare wood. We've got to the phase of acetoning the inside of the grooves, taping off all of the grooves, caulking all of the grooves, and now at this point we're pulling the tape off the grooves. It's been 48 hours. I like to wait 48. This way I know it's adhered to that. And what you're seeing here is I've got some residual caulking left over, and the only reason why is because I like to go really high up on that tape to make sure that I've got a high line. I don't have some sunken line when I'm done, because if I've got a sunken line, then I got to go back, retape that little area and fill it in with some more caulk and wait for that to dry before I can sand it and teak it. So this way I go a little bit over. When I pull the tape, sometimes I get some residual, but it's just very loose. See that? I can take my X-Acto knife. See if I can get you in the picture. You know, and just cut that stuff out. And then what I'm going to do from here, see that? That's better already. What I'm going to do here from here, I'm going to take some 60 grit sandpaper and I'm going to cross grit sandpaper this and get all the extra flappy stuff off. If it's a little bit thicker like that, I'm going to cut it off because the sandpaper is not going to do very well on that. So I'm just going to cut that off. Basically, though, this video is about showing you how to hold the tape. So I'm going to set you up here, and I'm going to pull some tape. What I've done is I've taken a knife or a razor blade. I don't know, sometimes I like the knife because it's a little bit stronger. And what I do is, I don't know, I get myself a good distance to where it's worthy. And I dig underneath the tape. I don't hit my line. Dig underneath it. And then just start kind of wiggling that knife back and forth without cutting yourself. This knife's about had. This way I can just cut my tape and it just slides right underneath that tape right there. There's no right or wrong on this, you just get it out. But it seems to work better if you wiggle the knife back and forth just a little bit. I don't know, seems to cut it better. It's nice, really pretty dull. Do to sharpen it. But I'm getting it done. There you go, I'm almost to the other side. Just a little cut, wiggle that knife, get underneath there. You're just really looking to get both pieces of tape cut up. So when I cleaned up the grooves on this boat right here, it was, I don't know, probably more of your 1.88 inch, which I could have used tape-wise. You can find that in the store. I see Home Depot has it. But since I opened up the grooves a little bit, at 1.88 wasn't working. It was just the half size of an 1/8 inch. Too big. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm just pulling tape. I'm just grabbing tape and I'm pulling it. And I'm trying to keep it in a line. And a little bit pulled towards the groove so it cuts that silicone in. Sorry, caulking. Just pulling tape. Taking my time, doing a good job. I just think sometimes if you rip it up really fast, it tears and it takes longer. This way, if you just follow the line, that one ripped. Can't be good on all of them. And I'm just going to keep pulling tape until I get all the tape up. I'm going to go back, I'm going to fix any little idiosyncrasies of, the overrun lines, or if I find a low spot somewhere that I missed. I was very particular about this one, not to get any low spots. I saw over by the cabin though, where you lift it up to go down the engine compartment, near a little hatch handle, I do have 2 little tiny spots that need to be filled in. So far I don't see anything else though. I was very particular about making sure these gullies were full. This one I have to go back and do it. Helps to do it during the day too. Not something at 12 o'clock at night. Like a sitcom. Just trying to get it done in time to appease the customer. So this boat here had a little bit of downtime, so this was a perfect time for me to do that. And you're gonna have to use your thumbs too. Dig some of this stuff up. It comes up quick though. Do not use cheap tape, because you don't want that stuff sticking and having a residual glue left over everywhere. Then you got to use what I call, and it's a good product, label and sticker remover to get all the glue stuff up. Alright, so I'll make another video after this one, but I'm pretty much on the downslope of this job. Once I get all this up, again, I'm going to take a 60 grit sandpaper and I'm going to sand these lines down. I'm going to see how it does by hand. Then I'm also going to see how it does with the orbital sander and see which one's a little bit quicker, which one's making a nicer job. The customer would prefer me to hand sand it with a 60 grit versus a machine, because the lots come off so far. I've ground this sucker down to the point where it's nice and smooth. Alright, my battery's getting a little bit low. Teak by Todd. Super yachts, boats, some homes, Clearwater, Florida will travel. 727-325-4792. We get the job done.